Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this April 2021 Good Friday Story of Fire and Ice episode. April 2nd, I do believe. And I am your Planetary Defense Commander. And the energy is weird. And if I had to bumper sticker it, I would say it feels like the calm before the storm. What we're looking at here is the weird situation we got going on in the Atlantic that I'm mildly obsessed with, this low pressure system, and these blocking highs are fascinating. And so overall, the weather is going to be about as calm in the United States and even Canada as it's been since I can remember over the next few days. But we have a very big, wild, and crazy storm coming to the lower 48 around the 8th, the 9th, and the 10th, and then it kind of wants to retrograde, rotate, loiter around. Plus, it is definitely going to have some severe weather elements to it when it does get here in a little bit less than a week. Did I mention that energy is weird? This pretty much sums it up. You've got your fire warnings all throughout the middle of the USA, and then you've got your oh my god, it is super cold in April warnings down in the southeast, where we're just seeing a bunch of the tornadoes hit. So yeah, I hope you're having a good Friday, and I hope you're going to have a great Easter, aka Resurrection Day weekend. For me, I'm stressed out a little bit because I've set my life up to where it's kind of like a game show. I give you all my very best every month in video and information fashion, and then I hope it returns back to me through contributions. And so, if you'd like to contribute to keep THORnews up and running, and so I can make it to my 7-year anniversary as Planetary Defense Commander on April 23rd, I got a snail mail, a PayPal, a Venmo, a CashApp, a Patron, and only $1,707 left to raise, with only a few days left to go. So, and to me personally, Good Friday is always weird because Jesus Christ is my King of Kings. Yeah, he died for our sins, but it still pisses me off that they murdered him. You know? And so, to me, Good Friday is always kind of weird. Anyway, you are totally allowed to have your own opinion about things. And I'm just trying to work through my personal recalibration because things are weird all over. And, we're still trying to set some type of solid ground format between the new commander-in-chief, China, Russia, the crypto guys, and everybody else. So it still seems like things are tense and weird. At least that's the energy I'm feeling today. Hopefully I will cheer up. But yeah, see this thing in the ocean? Dude, that is super weird. So it does kind of feel like the calm before the big storm. There's a giant earthquake or volcano signal down in Chile today. So they should be on the lookout for activity. I know Argentina's been getting hit with a ton of flooding rain lately. What may be contributing to my personal stress today is the fact that we are back in solar minimum conditions again, meaning the sun is sun-spotless, but the good news is we have another sunspot that is probably rotating around on the limb and should be on the Earth side facing disk within a couple hours. So hopefully the mood will improve by then, because with solar minimum things are crappier, and with solar maximi things are better. So we still have about 4 years to go till we get to official solar maximum. So every day is going to be a bit of ups and a bit of downs, but hopefully we'll have more ups and downs over the next 5 years. I had 2 earthquakes off of California today, a 4.4 and a 4.6 right about here, somewhere near the California-Oregon border. Earthquakes have kind of calmed down too after we had that big push up to where the 8.1 hit New Zealand. Was that like a month ago? I don't know. Time is hard to tell these days. But I think this activity down here in Nevada, and we've been getting some in New Mexico. We had one in Louisiana the other day. We got a couple in Midland, Texas. That's probably for the Underground Railroad, though. I shouldn't be a scaredy cat. I do my best. Everything usually works out. And I usually have good Easter weekends. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, standing on the storm's edge. Well, there's no storm, but eventually there will be. The U.S. is dealing with a fire and ice situation, with the central U.S. under red flag warnings as elevated fire conditions are in store, as well as freeze warnings in the southeast. Odd to see this area of the country under said warnings in April. Yeah, this is really crazy, dude. And then check it out, like they both have the same almost shape. Like these are imprints. If like they were, like the comet would have the two tails. Comet here with the two tails. I don't know. I'm just making, but yeah, that's pretty weird. I mean, that's your elevated fire danger area. And remember, you can get earthquakes or volcanoes basically anywhere. Just throwing that out there. And the volcanoes in the Caribbean had been steaming. Some of them, not all of them. And then notice you have the areas that are flooding along the river. We definitely watch the river area here. Oh, man. Yeah, it doesn't really seem like anyone in the world has a really great infrastructure plan. This happened in Turkey. The whole, half of the highway fell over. Yeah, Brittany Boyer letting us know that the West Coast is going to be 5 to 10 degrees hotter than normal. And remember, they've been getting some pretty serious drought and no rain conditions in this whole area. So, some type of volcanic eruption is still on the board. For California, definitely. And these areas as well. Man, I hope everyone has a weekend that is cooler than normal. Chris Shuche, cooler than normal through the weekend, then unseasonably hot next week in Texas. Widespread 90s, but likely some areas in the western part of our viewing area may see 100-degree weather or temperatures. And so, I mean, yeah, it'll be summer soon. So we'll keep tracking it. And it's only like 60 days till hurricane season. I got to get cranky weather guy out of retirement. He says no, but that makes it sound kind of like a movie. He's like, I'm never coming out of retirement. It's like, come out of retirement for one last job, one last hurricane season. We'll see how it goes, though. This will be our third year trying to figure out, do we actually have an atmospheric defense team that is doing what they can to protect the people and the property and the animals? My guess is definitely maybe, definitely probably. That's my guess. You know what? Etna gets all the media hype, but Pacaya and Popocatépetl down in Mexico and Guatemala have been super duper 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 active. And they don't talk about that in America much, which is weird because Mexico's we're connected to the United States. I don't know if you knew that. You do now. It's not a good time for me to be in a funk. I need to be high energy. Hey man, I'm throwing a monthly fundraiser, making a zillion videos and doing something to make sure a miracle shows up when I need it in the next few days. Before rent, This es Stress GT. Chapin Films comparte con nosotros este espectacular video del volcán Pacaya. This is Guatemala. Yes, this one is just as impressive as Etna, if not more than Etna. This one is just as impressive as the Iceland volcano. Actually, it's more impressive. Look at these lava streams. This one's been going off longer, technically since 2019. And so, yeah, interesting day, interesting energy. I hope you are going to have a fantastic time this weekend. And I do hope THORnews survives. And we might hopefully sometime party on April 23rd. I've done a good job. In the last 7 years, under Obama, Trump, and then now Biden, shit has been complicated. We almost went to World War III multiple times. And then the whole, American Civil War from 2014 to 2020. I don't know, dude. I've done my very best. Civilization is still standing. And so I'm hoping you guys keep me on at least until my anniversary. But we'll see what happens. My life is always a cliffhanger. And sometimes it looks like I'm not going to get a miracle, but then a miracle shows up. It's crazy. Oh, man. It's definitely a weird business model, though. But I'm not really a businessman. I'm doing what I can to help protect people, planet, and the animals. Yeah, shit is weird. Numerous hotspots burning in Kansas and Oklahoma, just bubbling up. There's a star in the middle of our planet. It's called the core. So yeah, the energy's weird. And we got a big storm coming in a week. And when you get strong high pressure, I always think volcanoes and earthquakes, like that shit's gonna pop somewhere. Okay, great. So this is my fundraiser season. Oh, but because the 3rd falls on Saturday, technically I have till Monday morning to pay rent. So that's great. But yeah, if you would like to contribute to THORnews, I got a snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron, Space Cowboy. You ever want to email me, Gmail me, 2017. And I've only got $1,707 left to raise. And super duper thank you to Ellie, Thomas, Darlene, and everybody in Astrofoid Fight Club. The fact that I've been able to do this for this long. It's been pretty amazing because I love my job. And I'd like to do what I can to give you guys good, solid information while remind everybody to stay cool while we avoid World War III and try and get together into the future as one Earth team and family. Because I'm telling you now, with the off-world shit, if human beings don't negotiate for their own rights, things will get really weird and science fiction-y real fast. Because if you can get 100 miles above the planet, you don't have to follow Earth law. Anyway, that's a whole other thing. Anyway, stay cool. And God bless everyone. Everywhere out there. All right? Talk to y'all soon. Have a great weekend, though. I think I'll cheer up. We'll see. It's a cliffhanger.